Hey everybody, Curry from Babs Speed Warehouse, and no deal today. No deal. So we're going to discuss a few things today. Um, Today will be the last day that the current deals are on the website. So click a link up here, and if you want to see what the current deals are, the price is going to revert back to either the full price or a discounted price, but not as inexpensive as it is on the deal part of the website. And then tomorrow we're going to start new deals and start out fresh. Okay, so that's why there's no deal today. I got to clean up the website. Got to clean up the website. Now, let's talk about tariffs. Okay. So, without getting political, because I am not political when it comes to anything like this in the business, how tariffs are going to affect the bead business. As most of you know, gemstone beads, crystal beads, glass beads are not made in the United States. And we're going to have to start dealing with tariffs. Now, the good thing is we have a huge inventory. We're not raising our current prices of what's in the store. The price is the price. We don't do that. You can see some really old tags on our inventory, especially on some of the sterling silver where we bought it at $15 an ounce, and now silver is twice the price at $30 an ounce. So there's no raising of the prices on that. And so let's talk about how tariffs are going to affect us at Babs Speed Warehouse. First, most of our sterling silver findings are manufactured in the United States. Up and actually in New York. Not all of it. Not all of it. A lot of it is also done in China. A lot of the round beads and some of the other stuff is done in China. We're shifting over to U.S. manufacturers. If we can't get a U.S. manufacturer and we have to deal with a Chinese manufacturer, the price is going to go up. There's no choice. We pay the tariff. They don't pay the tariff. China does not pay the tariff. I pay the tariff. When there's a tariff on goods that we have to bring in from overseas, Babs Speed Warehouse has to pay that tariff, and we can't take the loss on it. So the tariff will have to be added to our costs, and it will be added to the retail price because of it. But we're going to try to minimize that as much as possible. Now, a lot of the round beads, the beautiful, beautiful, perfect round beads, are cut in China. So this is going to be a problem. There will be a price increase in those. Of course, the ones we have in stock, there will be no price increase because, hey, it didn't cost us more. Replacing it will cost us more, and we'll deal with that when we have to replace it. We're going to have to be a little bit more conservative in our buying of it because we don't know how the market's going to take that type of increase on it. India, much, much, much lower tariff rates. Not a real problem. The two cutting places in the world that cut gemstones is India and China, and we deal with both. We deal with both countries. In India, we have our own cutters, and we have our own cutters in China. So in India, you'll see a lot more Indian goods. I'm going to have to deal with India more often than in China. They won't be as perfectly cut, but they'll be beautiful stones. So the United States we just don't cut them. It's just not what we do. So there will be some price increases as new inventory comes in. I don't know, I might put on the tag so you know that you're paying a tariff on it. So you know that price is higher because of a tariff. So it affects all of us. It has a possibility of putting more bead stores out of business. It's going to be a very tough time with these tariffs. Hopefully the governments figure this out and stop this crap because we don't need it. We don't need it. This drives inflation. So I don't know. Put your comments down below about this if you want to talk to me about it for more understanding. We've been importers for years and years and years. We always try to go American. As you can see, we would rather sell a pair of Zoran pliers than a pair of pliers made in Pakistan. Zoran is made in Saco, Maine. So we do carry as much as possible as we can that are made in the USA because that is important. It's very important. So, but we're stuck between a rock and a hard place on Chinese cut beads. That's pretty much it. Again, there's some obscure findings made in China, but most of the findings that we deal in is United States. Bali, there's some in Bali, very little in China. So I don't think it's going to affect our Goldfield or sterling silver. It might affect our pewter, but we have a pretty good inventory of pewter. Our string and supplies, like Opalon is Japanese and Griffin is Germany. So we're pretty good there. There'll be some tariffs, but that won't affect the price on it. It's minuscule. Thread zappers will wind up costing a little bit more. Our needles cost more already because we're dealing in German needles and not Chinese needles, for good reason, because the German needles are much better than the Chinese needles. A lot of the tools for you metalsmiths out there, that's Pakistan and India. Very small tariffs on that. The problem with that is the weight more than it is tariffs on it. So that won't be a problem. It's from China. So the biggest effect is going to be the gemstones cut in China, especially the round ones. Those are the ones that are going to be affected the most. I don't know if it's a 25 or 50% tariff. I don't know what it is. I wish they'd figure it out already. But that's going to be a problem. We're not going to mark up the tariff. In other words, if the tariff is $1, you'll be paying $1 more, not $2 more. We're not going to make profit off the tariff because I just don't think that's going to be fair. That's a decision that we made. It'll just be an add-on to it. So to keep the minimization of you guys getting hurt financially on it. But all the more reasons to come and buy round beads now at the store if you're, or when we put on a deal, because the round beads are they're going to be the ones. That's where we get our round beads from China, and all the beautiful stones. Just about everything else we try to get from India. So be prepared tomorrow. We're going to have a new deal for you tomorrow. Don't know what it is. I got a lot of onesies. One strand left over. I have one strand of the opal left. I think I just may do a onesie day tomorrow. Maybe take 6 items I only have one of, and we'll do that as a deal. So, all right, that's all I got for you. I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, if you have any questions about this, I won't keep it political. I won't talk about the politics of it. I just talk about the reality of how it affects us. That's all. I don't care what governments, and well, I'm not going to say that. I do care. But what I care more about is how governments affect us and affect our customers. That's all I got for you. You guys have a great day, and I hope you watch the video to the end, and we'll see you tomorrow.